you done now?
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The legendary Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. Great introduction.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
Kelly Ripa.
Brad, thank you for having me.
Comedy.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias.
Good morning.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What looking at you, give me funny lad.
Grammy Award winner Maya joins us.
How are you?
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat, Brad Gilmore.
We're thrilled to have back on The Collection Hollywood royalty. We've had her on before. She's the incomparable Miss Vivica A. Fox. Let's get to the interview right now. And she's joining me right now. We're talking about the Interrogation Room, a new series that's going to be streaming for free beginning on July 1st on all major platforms. This is Hollywood royalty in the building right now, Miss Vivica A. Fox. Vivica, welcome to the show. So great to talk to you.
Thank you so much. Good morning. Good morning.
Let's talk about it, the Interrogation Room. So, I mean, people who are fans of true crime, and even if you're fans of shows just about true crime, I'm a big podcast listener. I remember Serial captivated a nation. Tell people exactly what the Interrogation Room is if they have no idea.
Yes, if you're a fan of the true crime genre, then this is a hot new original show for you. It's like you said, it starts this Saturday on all platforms. I am going to be your hostess with the mostest. And what's different about this show is that we take you inside the interrogation room, the tactics, how they use to get a criminal to confess. We're going to have 10 episodes, a new one dropping every week. And, the cases are riveting. The very first case that airs this Saturday is about a young girl that was unfortunately kidnapped. And what I bring to it is that, as an actress, and I played a detective before, I do my best to humanize the experience of such a tragic event.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what some of these people had to go through, and then having these perpetrators there and knowing that they did it most likely, and it's up to the detectives to have them break. I mean, what other than the true crime aspect, I've seen you do a lot of hosting lately. I mean, you were hosting the reality television show awards. I've seen you doing a lot of commercials and things of that nature. Was hosting always something that you wanted to take on?
Can I tell you, it's something that in this chapter of my life kind of fell in my lap. Back in the day, I used to host award shows and stuff like that. And then I did have my own talk show, Face the Truth, with 3 other ladies where we had cases where we tried to help people out. And then I hosted Cocktails with Queens every Monday with Claudia Jordan, Lisa Ray McCoy, and Selena Johnson. So hosting it's like a new chapter for me. And but I'm really loving it. But what I love about this opportunity is that I played a detective for years on a show called Missing on Lifetime. And I was like, you know what? I haven't played a detective in a while. So boom, be careful what you ask for. Here comes the interrogation room. And so, I get to put on my serious hosting detective, face and bring you some stories that, like I said, will surprise you and captivate you.
Again, the first episode drops July 1st this Saturday. It's going to be streaming on Amazon Freevee, Tubi, the Roku channel, Pluto TV, Samsung TV Plus, FilmRise, wherever you can stream shows on major platforms, you can find the Interrogation Room. Now, what have you learned from being the host of this show? Now, if you had to interrogate me, would you break me down pretty quickly with the tips that you may have learned from the detectives on this show?
Yes, I would. I did learn a lot taping the show. Like I said, we did 10 episodes. And, you could see and I got to meet one of the detectives as well too. He came by and we had lunch together, and he was telling me how much this show has changed, is changing his life, and how much he's enjoying. He's like, I never thought I would be on a TV show, but just how he taught me some of the things that they do as far as body language. Body language is everything in these kind of cases, and how the detective will start off kind of, across the room, very professional, and how they just kind of slowly move in and watch the body language, how they then will offer them something to drink to then leave the room. And most of the times, people get a little nervous. They start talking to themselves, talking out loud. They let them sit there and marinate for just a little bit, just to make them a little uncomfortable, and then they come back. And it's kind of like a slow burn breakdown kind of thing that I found to be very interesting.
Yeah, the body language, I watched this TED Talk from an FBI agent one time, and he talked about even the nonverbals, where they look at with their eyes, if their voice is high or low, or if they speak slow, or if they're more direct, all these little aspects. And it's fascinating to me that there are people out there who have honed in on this skill. Now, watching the Interrogation Room as a viewer for us, are we going to be edge of the seat, nervous watching it? Because these are true stories. These actually happen to people. So obviously everyone can relate in some aspect for something maybe they've heard or read in the news, but are we on the edge of our seats the whole time? Kind of give us the viewer experience.
Well, definitely. Who doesn't love a good whodunit? But the way they break it down and break down each case for the episode, you're definitely going to be sitting there like, oh my God, what happened? Is it going to go this way? Is it going to go that way? Are they going to confess? Are they going to continue to lie? How are they going to get them to confess? So I found it to be very interesting, because not only did I host the show, I had to go back in and do the narration with the actual footage. And sometimes I was like, that son of a gun, no way. You're kidding me. The things that people think they can get away with, So we're grateful for trained and skilled law enforcement, detectives and investigators that know how to break people down and know those, like you said, all of those subtle signs to get a confession.
Now, again, the first episode is going to talk about the heartbreaking disappearance of an 8-year-old California girl and the helpful neighbor who may have been responsible for everything that happened. I don't want to give too much away, but that's going to be the first episode. When working on the 10-episode series, was there one particular individual incident or crime that we should really be watching out for that struck you the most?
Well, the little girl.
Yeah.
But like you said, the disappearance of the little 8-year-old girl was just, that one brought me to tears. It really did. It was sad. Then there's another case of a young African-American, not little boy, but a teenager that was unfortunately killed, all because they were in their car playing their music a little bit too loud, and how the perpetrator of it just went afterwards after shooting into a vehicle and went and had wine and pizza. Like, really, dude? And then was like, it was their fault.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's all you can say. Wow.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And here's the thing too, with cases like these and working on a series like this, I know sometimes actors, and you can speak to this, when you're working on a set and you're breaking down a character and you're understanding what your motive is in the scenes and what the arc of the character is going to be, sometimes it's hard to break away from that and not take it home with you and not live with it a little bit, even when production is wrapped. Were these hard to shake off? Because these are real incidents. Did you take some of this home with you? Do you start looking at your own neighbor a little bit different, or were you able to kind of separate them?
That's a great question. You're right. It was kind of hard to shake. Like I said, there's two of them, and then there's also another one that's going to be coming up when literally it's going to make you go, let me keep a good eye on my neighbor. Because, one lady, she made the mistake, and the gentleman fell for her hard. And but yeah, it does. It's hard to shake. But the beautiful thing was that I filmed the show in London. FilmRise took me to London to tape the 10 episodes, and it was quite an experience. And I hope we bring you more episodes in the future.
Well, we're all going to be watching this Saturday, July 1st. It's streaming on all major platforms. Again, that includes Amazon, Freevee, Tubi, the Roku channel, Pluto TV, Samsung TV Plus, FilmRise. It's the Interrogation Room, 10 episodes, and we get to watch it with the great, the legend, the Hollywood royalty, Vivica A. Fox. Vivica, thank you so much for joining us today, and I so great to talk to you as always, and I can't wait to watch the show.
No doubt. Thank you so much for the love and support, Brad. Have a great day. If you guys want to find out more information, visit filmrise.com/true crime. Enjoy.
Thank you, Vivica A. Fox.
Hurry up, tape running out.